This is the second part of my macaron filling tutorial, and today we're going to talk about chocolate ganache. We're going to start by weighing out 120 grams of chocolate. I'm using semi-sweet chocolate chips. You can use much nicer chocolate than this, but this is just what I had on hand in my pantry today. Add 20 grams of unsalted butter to your chocolate chips. Next, you're going to weigh out 120 grams of heavy cream. You're going to heat up the heavy cream either on the stove or in the microwave. I like to use the microwave just because it's easier. I heat it in 30-second intervals for a minute to a minute and a half. When you start to see some bubbles forming around the edge of the cream, that means it's done. You don't want to bring the whole thing to a boil. Pour the heated cream over the chocolate and butter and let it sit for a few minutes to melt. Then use a spatula or a whisk to combine them until it's smooth. If you have pieces of butter or chocolate that aren't wanting to melt and become smooth, you can put the whole mixture back into the microwave for about 10 seconds at a time until everything is melted. Place some plastic wrap on the surface of the chocolate ganache and then place the bowl in the fridge to set for a couple of hours. Once the ganache is set, this is the consistency that you should have. Put the ganache into a piping bag fitted with a 1A piping tip and start piping it into your macarons. You can either pipe a solid dollop of ganache or you can pipe a ring of ganache around the outside, and that leaves room for you to add an additional filling with a different flavor to the center. In this example, I'm using salted caramel. I'll be posting a video soon about how to make chocolate-flavored macaron shells. To make white chocolate ganache, you're going to follow these exact same steps, but with a slightly different ratio of cream to chocolate. You're going to use more white chocolate than heavy cream instead of equal parts. This is because white chocolate has less cocoa mass and more sugar, so you need to increase the amount of chocolate in the recipe to get the same consistency. Measure out 200 grams of white chocolate. You don't need to add any butter to this recipe. Measure 100 grams of heavy cream and heat it up just like you did for the dark chocolate ganache. Pour the heated cream over the white chocolate and let it sit for a few minutes. Today, I'm adding a little bit of flavor using this amaretti cotton candy artisan flavor. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon. Stir the ganache until it's smooth and then store it in the fridge until it is set. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. I'll be making another tutorial about how to make multicolored macarons, and that's what I'll be using as the macaron shells for this filling.